La da da. All right. So the question was, when do we start? We got like mostly new people here, right? This is wonderful. Yeah. So great. So I can start off with a little history. So we started opened up officially to people July um, 2021, July 1st actually. So 15 days after the kind of the official California opening, um, reopening or whatever they called it, and then we opened up for people. I got this space in June of 2020. Several months right after pandemic started, and it was like empty. It was concrete, and it was a mess in here. It used to be a light bulb store. A couple had been running a light bulb store for years in here. It was like one of the places you go. It's like you want a unique light bulb, you come here. And so then the landlord, the bathroom used to be over there, so she redid the bathroom. It's all new AC. They put new AC, and this was concrete and echoey. But the first thing I did was got the fiber internet because it was already a part of the building. So the internet has always been like fast and on point here. So I would do some live streams in here from time to time, well, because that was like the thing to do. And then, slowly got stuff, and then we opened up. When we opened up, we didn't even have these levels thing. This wasn't until I would say maybe a handful of months afterwards these were built. In fact, Steve Rolfe at Off Broadway Live came over because during the pandemic, I work a lot at this theater in Santee, Off Broadway Live, a great place, and they built a whole outside stage and stuff, so they were able to continue to do shows. So I was actually working during the pandemic. It was crazy. And then once they reopened and were done, he took it down, and so a lot of this wood was from that. Yeah, some of it's new, but a lot of it was that, and he came over, and it was pretty cool. So it'll be 2 years this coming July, and so yeah, getting obviously a lot of the local people in here. My friend over there, who I'll introduce you in a little bit, she's driving down from Orange County, LA area, and it's a cool, sometimes stressful adventure, but it's fun, and it's nice to have you people here. And this is a little crazy because we originally had this a few concerts that were it was a tribute to Prestige Records, and we had to move that to June. So I had to do a last minute switch. So last week I was scrambling. I was like, what do I do? Because we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So like, okay, this is what I'll do. So last night I featured several local singers who will be doing shows here over the next few months. So I did some songs. I introduced them. It was a nice, fun time. And then thought, hey, see if Teryn's available. She was available. So, and then I kept Thursday open because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to text my boys. I have a 20-year-old and a 22-year-old. You want to drive to Phoenix and see the Padres and see Fernando Tatis's debut back? And so that's what we did on Thursday. So. Yeah, back. Yeah, it was crazy. We like literally drove there. My oldest son, he was working. He works at Trader Joe's, and they were done. And I was working in the morning with the Voices of Our City Choir. So we left at about 12:40, 12:45. Got there about 6:15. Prepaid for parking, so it was good. Saw the game. Drove back. Got back at about 3:30 a.m. And the funny thing is, my boys both had early. My oldest, he had a 5 a.m. work, and my other son had 6 a.m. So, and so yeah, it was crazy, but it all worked out. You know what I'm saying, Irving? Hey, that's Irving Flores, by the way. Give him a hand. Let me tell you just a little bit about Irving. Irving, how long have you been in San Diego? 20 years, yeah. He's been here for a while. He's one of the main cats here in town. He plays a lot. He plays all over. He's played with everybody who's anybody in this town and people out of town. Wonderful player, but this is his piano, by the way. So I had a Yamaha U1 upright piano, which for upright pianos it's a really good piano. Those are really good. But I knew at some point in time I wanted to get a baby grand in here, and it just so happened it just kind of worked out. His piano used to live over at Queen Bee's for a while, but nothing was happening over there, and so it just kind of worked out. He wanted his piano to be used and taken care of, so and we just got it tuned again 3 days ago, so hopefully it's so yeah, it's his piano. So he other than coming in here and practicing once in a while, he doesn't get a chance to play it like in a concert setting. So he might take some extra long solos tonight because he's just going to be he's going to forget that anybody else is in the room. It's like, Irving, come on, man. You've been, 25 choruses. I'm not done. So we're going to play some music, mix it up. I'm going to bring my friend over here up, and we're gonna have some fun playing some music, having some spontaneity. Did I say my name? My name is Leonard Patton. Like, newbies, just like, what's your name, man? Come on. I'm also doing sound and nights. That's why I have this little thing. Got to make sure, everything's on. Play a little piano. Good. Okay. That's good. All right. I think we're going to start off with a little My Romance. And we're going to do it in C. Yeah. Can you see? Yeah. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month of May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing but you. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No, make no twinkling stars, no highway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance to a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing. My romance doesn't need a thing. My romance doesn't need a thing but you. Thank you very much. That's a standard. That's just one of my favorites. That's called My Romance. Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves out there. Yes. By the way, where's Rebecca? Rebecca's over there. She's our other helper. Rebecca Collier also helps at Off Broadway Live. She's one of faithful helpers over there, and so she likes to come over here and help out once in a while. So it's very cool. By the way, if at any point we need to deal with the temperature, just let my wife know. Because it's the weird thing is, in fact, yesterday I read a thing. It was the warmest it's been since December 26th. So I remember the temperature basically jumped up to 80 on Christmas Day, and then it was like 80s the day after Christmas. And then pretty much since then, we've only had like a handful of days that's been over 70, which is weird. It's been like this constant 60s, and like, what is going on? So then they heard us complaining, and so it's just like, okay, we're gonna have a couple of days. We're just gonna jump it up. So so I don't even remember how to, adjust the AC for this kind of weather. Our AC well. My wife likes it cooler, but I also know that some of these AC things point down right at certain people. So if for certain, depending on where you're sitting, it might get cold. So we might have to. Yeah, we have. No. If anybody needs it off or raised, we can do that. So, Teryn, come up now. Let's just come up now. Let's not even mess up. Come on. This is no game right here. And do I need to read anything? Are there other hits and things? Okay, cool. Okay, you sure? All right. But I can. Okay, all right. Let me unmute you. Can you sing a little bit?
Check.
That's just wonderful. I love it.
I had some wine, so makes my voice a little bit more sultry.
Yeah. This is Teryn Ré.
Hello.
So we did this year in February, which Ed Kornhauser always reminds me, but I think it was the 15th year, I believe, where I've done a tribute to Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. I've been doing it every Valentine's for 15 years, and it started at Dizzy's, and it was at the it started at the Dizzy's several locations ago. Yeah, and they had a couple locations there, and then it moved for a couple years to 98 Bottles, and then it was back to Dizzy's. We did it at the jet ski rental place, and then we also did it at the current location, the Musicians Union building, which is kind of weird, but it's a cool place. It's a very cool place. And then last year, I was like, or the year before last, I was like, I think I'm going to do it here. Like, I have a place, and I can do like dinner and all that stuff, which is, they don't do that there. It's just simple, which is cool. But so Valentine was on a Monday. We did 2 shows, and it was 2 shows sold out on a Monday. So this year, I got bold. I'm like, okay, Valentine's is on a Tuesday. I'm gonna do Tuesday through Saturday. And then I got even bolder because it was like selling like super fast and well. I'm gonna add 2 shows on the Tuesday. So we had 6 shows, all sold out from Tuesday through Saturday, which was amazing. And we've had different singers over the year, pretty much the same rhythm section. We've had a different trumpet player, a couple years, one trumpet player, a couple years, another trumpet player. Several years, we had a girl named Tegan. She moved to New York, but she's a great singer and a great trumpet player. So I got a 2-for-1 with her. It was great. And then the singers have changed. We've used a lot of great singers. This year I did one singer for the Tuesday to do the 2 shows from LA, another local singer for the Wednesday, Thursday shows, and then she did the Friday, Saturday show. So this is her second time, technically. Yes, you were here for that? Yeah, yes, amazing. And you'll be here in June with your group coming down.
June 22nd.
Yeah, so, yeah, go ahead and what you got?
Great.
Come on.
Well, thanks for having me again. Again, this is kind of like super last minute, and I came up and I was like, we'll see what's gonna happen. That's jazz, though, right?
Yeah, so, exactly.
I'd love to do Time After Time. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not the Cyndi Lauper one, but almost as good. Almost as good.
I do like that too, though.
Yeah, I mean, I love them both. Yeah. Just swing.
Okay.
Like, not swing, but swang.
Man, I'm fucking sorry.
More like a swang. You know, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Time after time, I tell myself that I'm just so lucky to be loving you. I'm just so lucky to be the one you're on to see every single evening. Bless you. When all the days are through, I only know what I know. The passing years will show that you kept my love so young, so young, so new. And time after time, I'm so lucky that I'm so lucky to be loving you. Shabu da 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 do 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 do. Shabu do 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 bo bo do do do. Shabu bo 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 baby do. See da bo bo da do way da do bo 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 do 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 do. Shabu baby we shabu. Shabu bu 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 do 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 shabu do do shabu 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 we do da do do shabu bu bu ya bu do do shabu. I say, time after time I tell myself that I'm just so lucky to be loving you. I'm just so lucky to be the one you run to see every single evening when all the days are through. I only know what I know, that there's passing you, so that you kept my love so very young, so new. Time after time, I tell myself that I'm just so lucky to be loving you. Just so lucky to be loving you. Thank you, thank you. Nice. He's like the perfect audience member. You know, the side, like you just know if you're doing well or not based on like the
Bobby right there.
Bobby, yeah. Of course, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do another.
Come on, do more music. Man. The people want to hear the music.
Okay. Is it cool if I slow it down for a hot sec?
You create the vibe.
Great.
Like you create the vibe.
Okay. You guys familiar with Save Your Love for Me?
Oh, yes.
Save Your Love for Me, the original key in D. So I have a big band also.
Yes.
That I write for and sing with a couple times a year. And there was a period after school where I went through and arranged a bunch of the Cannibal Adderley, Nancy Wilson charts. And her, you know, obviously, Save Your Love for Me, I think everyone thinks of Nancy Wilson when they think of that. Think of that tune. So I will try my best to do it justice. But yeah, Save Your Love for Me. Why I'm so in love with you. No one else in this whole world's gonna do. So darling, save your love for me. Oh, run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. But like a fool in love, I stayed, yes, and pray you'd save your love for me. Oh, I can feel it, even when you're not here, just can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear, and though I know no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. Oh, so in love with you. So darling, help me please. Have mercy on a fool like me. Oh, I know I'm lost, but still I plead that you will save your love for me. I can feel it, even when you're not here, just can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear, and though I know no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. Oh, I'm so in love with you. So darling, help me please. Have mercy on this fool like me. I know I'm so lost, but still I fear that you will save all your love for me. You can't have fun with the crowd, but for crying out loud, darling, please save your love for me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Give it up for Irving, right?
Yes.
Hot solo.
Irving Flores, one of our local treasures. He plays music for your heart and soul. What is that voice? Who is that?
It actually reminds me of I don't know if anyone else is, but I am a true crime lover. So I personally, right now I'm going through all of the Dateline podcasts. There's like 6 or 7 episodes per crime, and I just love the narrator every time.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
she did this. That's what it kind of reminded me of, but slightly creepier, like deeper, but in a good way, in a good way. But that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Okay. All right. How about Key of F? Key of F? Yeah. You know what the Key of F is? Have you ever played in the Key of F, Irving? What is the Key of F? It's like, you start with F, G, A, B flat, C, D. No, we're going to play the next song in the Key of F. You don't have, if it's easier, like if you just want to stay there.
I'm cool either way. I just don't want to, take your spotlight,
Who cares? This is just like we do what we want to do tonight. You know
Awesome.
what I'm saying?
Great.
This is. Boom, 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 I'm not telling you what we're doing. You just gotta play. He's like in freak out mode, like what's he gonna do? Just anything in Key of F. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He has no clue. I like to keep musicians on their toes. That's what I like to do. Some people it scares them to death. But Irving, it's all good. Every morning I'm a moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying my dues. Every day you'll find me moaning. In the evening I'm a moaning. 'Cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Every day you'll find me moaning. Lord, I spend plenty of days and nights alone with my grief. And I pray, really and truly pray, that someone will come and give me relief. Every morning finds me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying my dues. Every day you'll find me moaning. Why don't you say something?
Thinking about your body, I'm thinking about your face. Oh, I'm just thinking about your body, thinking about your face. You know that I'm just thinking about your body. I'm thinking about your face. I'm just thinking about your body. I'm just thinking about your face.
Every morning I'm a moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying my dues. Every day you'll find me moaning. In the evening I'm a moaning, 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Every day you'll find me moaning. Lord, I spend plenty of days and nights alone with my grief. And I pray, really and truly pray, that someone will come and give me relief. Every morning finds me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying my dues. Every day you find me moaning. Every day you find me moaning. In the evening I'm a moaning, 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Yeah, every day you find me moaning. Every day you find me moaning. Every day you find me moaning. Every day you find me That's what I meant by the key of F. Oh, now I get it. No. Ah, you know what I'm saying? For real. Does everybody feel out there? Awesome. Y'all look great. It's just wonderful. Just wonderful. We're just having a good time. It's just wonderful here. Yeah. Let's do one of your tunes. Gives me a chance to.
Okay, so we're gonna slightly change it up in terms of It is an arrangement of mine of a Tom Petty tune.
Yes.
Yes. So after he died, first of all, when I say I was playing guitar, I'm not really a guitar player. I call myself a worship guitar player, which means I can kind of pick and I can play 4 guitars and a capo. So I was doing that, and I was in my room, and I was kind of just playing around. And I came up with this arrangement. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. I arranged some of my...
It was #1 for 25 weeks in a row.
It was not. Because I like to... I don't know if any of you are familiar with Jamie Cullum,
Yes.
who's a UK artist, who's going to be at the Walt Disney Concert Hall September 29th, which I know is a drive from here, but...
What day of the week is that?
I try to come every time. I think it's a Thursday or Friday or something.
I actually think I'm off that weekend. Okay.
If you can,
amazing.
I try to see him every time he comes, and he hasn't come since before COVID. So he's one of my favorite artists. He jazzifies pop things and vice versa in a super non-cheesy way, which I think is really hard. Some people just smack on like a swing feel and call it.
And it's because he's his roots are legitimately jazz.
Yes.
So that's why he knows how to do that. He can approach pop 100%. Things.
Yeah, he's so good. He has this great, it's on YouTube, but now it's an EP called The Song Society, where the whole premise is you take a song that you like, you arrange it, record it all in 1 hour.
Yes.
Which is, if anyone in here is into arranging it all.
I love it. What's it called?
It's called the Song Society.
I've heard about this, but I just...
Yeah, it's like one of my all-time favorite EPs. So he'll take songs, and all you really need to do for a tune like this is like either change the key if you need to, change the feel, change the time signature if you need to. Obviously, something like this is already going to sound a lot different. So he has a piano trio, so it's piano, bass, drums. So it's already going to sound different. But from an arranging standpoint, it's so great because it teaches, especially young arrangers, to not overthink. A lot of people try to do too many cool things, and then it just ends up being not a mess, but just too much. Rather than just start simple, and then if you want to add from there, do that. So this is my arrangement of "Won't Back Down." Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You could stand me up in the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. No, I won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from pushing me down. No, I won't back down. Oh, and I'll stand my ground. Hey, baby, there's no easy way out. Hey, baby, no, I'll stand my ground. Oh, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. Oh, we've got just one life. And this world that keeps on tearing me down. Oh, I'm gonna stand my ground. Yes, and I won't back down. Oh, hey, baby. There's no easy way out. Hey, baby, I'm gonna stand my ground. Oh, yes, and I won't back down. Yeah. There's no easy way out, no. Oh, hey, baby, I'm gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. I'm gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Thanks. Yeah, one of my favorite things as a vocalist is being able to arrange things the way I hear the lyrics. Like I don't think I ever really learned the lyrics before, because the rhythm's so cool. The original song.
Yes.
And I was always just like, yeah. And then I listened to the lyrics, and I was like, those are kind of deep.
Sometimes it's so cool. Sometimes, like talking to her right now, but like it's cool to sometimes, you hear a song and immediately you hear something different. Like sometimes it just kind of sticks out at you, but sometimes it's like, okay, let me pull it completely away. And sometimes it's like playing it kind of more like a ballad, just open, free, and you just singing the melody. Like just singing the tune without any groove or anything. And sometimes it gives, at least for myself, inspiration to do something different. It's just like, man, it's kind of like, Jacob Collier, his solo, all his solo recordings, Jacob Collier, I can go on and on, but every concert he does a new tune that he's never played. And so he just recently released a recording of a bunch of his solo stuff, him playing piano. He plays multiple instruments, he's amazing. And so he does these cool versions of these tunes, and it's like, yeah, that's like what it's about. It's like just a good tune is a good tune, and you can take it and just swim with it for a little bit, and it's very cool. Yeah. Come on. It's like songwriting workshop up in here, arranging workshop, It's like, come on. Yeah. Who's taking notes? I gotta break it down. Gee, this is really...
Speaking of that record and Jacob, I don't know if you guys listen to Revisionist History or Pushkin podcast, but they have a great podcast called Broken Record, and it's about some producers and musicians. It's really cool. They interview famous musicians on famous records, but they recently interviewed Jacob about that piano ballad record that just came out, and it's super fascinating, especially if you're a piano player or you're a writer, because he goes into the theory of it, and it's just about how do you reconstruct the songs, and so he's sitting at a piano and you can hear him like, oh, I do this, and I'm just like, wow. Okay. So Broken Record, that's a great podcast if you're into music podcasts. Yeah. Do you mind if I swing another one?
Yeah, swing it.
I'm sorry, swang another one?
Swing it.
Swing it? Okay, great. Let's do Ain't Misbehavin' in a A flat.
Come on.
Great, another. I've known this song for a long time, but my favorite recording. How many of you are hip to Nancy King?
Yeah.
So she's, apparently, I didn't realize this, she's like still kind of gigging, and she's in her late 80s, I think now. But probably one of my favorite all-time vocalists, just such a cool voice. There's a famous recording of her and Fred Hirsch live at the Standard, I think back in the 90s. And Fred Hirsch is also ridiculous. But man, she just swings so hard on this song. And so every time I do it, I'm like, okay, I gotta transfer her energy through this tune because it's so good. A flat. Just want to start you and me?
Oh, yeah.
Just want to start you and me? Yeah, let's start together. Can I just get an A flat? No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving. You know I'm saving all my love for you. I know for certain the one that I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm dreaming of. Ain't misbehaving. I'm just saving all my love for you. And like Jack Horner in that corner, I don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth fighting for. Believe me, I don't go out late, I don't care to go. I'm home about 8, me and my radio ain't misbehaving. You know I'm saving all my love. I know for certain the one that I love, you're the only one I wanna flirt with. Ain't misbehaving, I'm just saying all my love for you. I don't go out late, I don't care to go. How about it, just me and this radio ain't misbehaving. You know that I'm just saving all my love like Jack Horner in that corner. I don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth fighting for. Believe me, I don't care to go out late. I'm home about 8. I'm just not misbehaving. I'm just saving all my love for you.
Better, you not do.
I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about it, just me and this radio. Ain't misbehaving. You know that I'm just saving all my love for you. I know for certain there's a one that I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you I'm dreaming of. They misbehaving. You know that I'm just saving it all. Like Jack Horner in that corner. I don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth fighting for. Believe me, I don't go out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8. Oh, ain't misbehaving. I'm just saving all my love for you. Oh, I'm just saving all my love for you.
I am not misbehaving.
I am not.
I am not.
I shan't misbehave.
I shan't. I shan't misbehave.
We didn't talk about this, but would I be able to play and sing something?
Come on now.
I just. Oh, so that's a yes, I think. I've been really into, and I guess I can kind of set this up while I'm doing this. Any Carmen McRae fans out there? So probably one of my all-time favorite singers.
Yes.
So one thing I always love watching live videos of Carmen and then Sarah Vaughan also is that they always played and sang something at their shows. I mean, I've been playing piano since I was 5, but I have not been playing jazz that long. But one of the things I've been trying to do is I play for my students a lot. I teach at a couple colleges, and so I can play with them, and I can do solo piano things, you know. But the other day, I've had this, I don't know if anyone here is a songwriter or composer, but I had what? I had this like hook in my head for like weeks, and I always told myself, okay, like you're gonna write it down, you're gonna, you know, did it, and then the other day it just popped in my head, and I was at a piano already, so I was like, what am I hearing? Okay, so I'm sitting, and then the lyrics just kind of spilled out, and I wrote basically like a standard, like a ballad. And I would love to do like a solo version for you. So you guys are this is last week, so you guys are the first people. So if you don't like it, then please just write me a note, and then I'll read it later, so that I don't cry in front of anyone. But it's really sad. I showed my boyfriend, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I have a lot of deep feelings." But it's basically the hook was, "I'm just the same old me." About that, I'm sure all of us at some point in our lives, and if you haven't yet, maybe you haven't yet because you're young. But at some point, what's going to happen is, you know, we've all experienced we break up with someone, whether it's that person or us, and then we see them with someone new. And sometimes it's really hard not to feel like maybe it was me. Like maybe it's just that I'm the same old me, you know, and there's something new, you know. Which again is super sad, and I'm in a great relationship, so there's just a lot of deep feelings, I guess, from past stuff. But can I play it for you? Yes. I would love to just, play it one time through for you, and then hopefully you'll feel something. Okay, great. Maybe you can help me set this up real quick.
Oh, yes.
So I can. Shoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Wow, I just got really nervous. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, so this is the same old me. Also, before I start, I also got inspired. I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's a great Carmen album she came out with, like probably late 50s, called Afterglow, and it's all ballads. And I just think that's so like badass and cool. It's like kind of like John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman, only ballads, and that's such a cool idea. So I channeled a lot of that sadness into this. So here we go. I look at you, you're with someone new, they look so divine, but I know I can't compare, I'll never have their flair, 'cause I'm just the same old me. You hold their hand and they smile at you. What a pair you make. And it's true that I feel sad, 'cause I knew just what I had, but I'm just the same old me. Some might say that you still love me, pretending to love someone new. But I know now you don't love me. I gotta go before you know how much I care. I would wait for you every single day. But you wanted something new, and I just didn't do, and I'm just the same old me. I'm just the same old me. Thank you.
A wonderful song written by Teryn Ré. #1 for 12 weeks in a row.
Thank you for listening. I appreciate your ears. Again, first time. Literally, I think only... I haven't even played it for my partner. Yeah. You guys are the first person people have actually played it for. So thank you for your ears. What do you want to do next?
I think now that we're on original, you want to play the Leonard's tune?
I'm going to get some water.
Yeah. Take a rest. Maybe we'll do the Leonard's tune, the other tune, and then we'll come back and finish it up with something cool. Yeah. All right. So now that we're on the original trip, now that we started that train, there's a tune that I wrote somewhere in the mid-'90s. I was going to school in Boston at the time, and it's an instrumental, never written lyrics. Just most of the tunes I write are with lyrics, but I've written tunes without lyrics. This is one of them. Maybe one day it will have lyrics, and it's called Leonard's Tune. What? Why? Oh, I'm like, who asked that? That's my wife that asked. She wants. You know why? a cool story. So I was at Berkeley in Boston at the time, and I had just recently written the tune, and it had no title or anything. I didn't even have a placeholder title, because a lot of times when I'm writing a tune, if I don't have a title, it's a common thing to put a title and you change it if you want to change it later. But I had no title, and but I was performing with some guys at Berkeley, and we were preparing for this concert, and it was still back in the days when I hand wrote all my charts. I do everything by Sibelius now. You know, we don't. Most people do their charts digitally now. There's a few people who still handwrite their charts, but I was handwriting all the charts, and making copies. Making copies was like a hassle back then. Like getting your charts, it was kind of like a real deal. Like because you're going to school. It's like you didn't have a copy machine in where you were staying. It's like a kind of an ordeal. Like to do that, it was crazy. So and so I made these copies, and then somebody wrote Leonard's tune, and then from then on, all the copies thereafter had the title Leonard's tune on it. So it stuck. That's why it's called Leonard's tune. It just named itself. I didn't change it. So this tune has kind of for those who know me, most of you are new, most of you don't know me, but there's a few of you who do. I'm a big Pat Metheny fan, and so this is kind of my Metheny-esque tune, Leonard's tune. But baby, for me, yo, better don't make it. But don't let it lie. But don't let them do it. But we all da do. But they don't do the other do it. We all better da do baby, for me, oh, better don't let you leave. Thank you. I'm going to do one more original before I bring Teryn back up. This one, I have no idea when did I write it? What year is this? 2023. I think it was 2011, 2010 or 2000. I think it was 2011. Yeah, it was like early 2011. Then I ended up doing I've recorded this song twice. Once when I did a recording in 2011, a duo recording with Jeffrey Keezer, and that was on that record. And then I recorded it 3 or 4 years later on a recording I did in New York. So I've recorded it a couple times, and this song is called Your Love Makes Me Blue. Oh, I love reactions. Reactions are like gold. I don't know. It's like, it's so cool. Oh, and it's like the cool thing about an intimate space like that, you can like hear and feel people's reactions. You know, when you're like in a big venue, like unless it's like a big reaction from the crowd, you can't get those little small reactions. So it's like, those are cool. I love that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Irving? Isn't Irving amazing, by the way? Yeah. And anytime you see him, he's always wearing a hat. Like, he's just the coolest. It's cool. You have more than one. Like, you don't wear the same hat all the time. It's like, it's just, like, it depends on how you feel, right? Yeah. You change it up a little bit, but he's always wearing a hat. He's just like the coolest cat, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, medium swing. We'll just start right on it, right at the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Every tear that falls is saved for you. Every tear that falls is saved for you. Every day I try to put you out my mind, but love just makes me blue. I feel and you stay on my mind. You I feel and blues is on my mind. I am lost 'cause your love robs me blind. I did walk a rugged road for you. I never stopped till I was next to you. I gave it all, you took it all, you threw it all away, and now I'm drowning. Every tear that falls is saved for you. Every tear that falls is saved for you. Every day I try to put you out of my mind, but love just makes me blue. I feel and mine stays on you. You I feel and my mind stays on you. Feeling low 'cause your love makes me blue. Do 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 do, da dee dee do dee do, do da do da dee dee do do dee do do dee, do 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 dee da 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 do, do 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 ba beep do da ya do do do, la ba do da do be do do da. Boom, 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 da dee dee, da da. I did walk a rugged road for you. I never stopped till I was next to you. I give it all. You took it all, you threw it all away, and now I'm drowning. Every tear that falls is safe for you. Every tear that falls is safe for you. Every day I try to put you out my mind, but love just makes me blue. I feel and my mind stays on you. You, I feel and my mind stays on you. Feeling low 'cause your love makes me blue. Oh, feeling low 'cause your love makes me blue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling low 'cause your love makes me blue. Yeah. We should finish with something together. Let's just finish. This is Teryn Ré, by the way.
Yes, hopefully I'll see you June 22nd. It'll be guitar, drums, bass, and trombone.
Yeah.
It'll be super fun.
Who's the guitarist?
My boyfriend. His name's Zach Kaplinger.
Zach
Who's
Kaplinger.
the one that introduced me to this place? I had no idea but we were friends on Facebook, so I don't know how I didn't know. Whatever.
that happens, yeah.
But Peter Bernstein, who's a New York guy, played here, and he's Zach's favorite guitar player. So he bought tickets for the second show, months in advance, and I was like, great, this is cool. Yeah. And then when he introduced you, I was like, we know each other on social media, but now we
we have all the same kind of connections and people. But Zach, his father, who passed away a few years ago, he was one of the most amazing musicians I've ever met, and we've only had the opportunity to do something together a handful of times over the years. Shared the stage a couple times and did recordings, but he played multiple instruments. He could play violin and pedal steel guitar, and he was one of those guys where you never heard him talk. You just heard him play, or you've heard recordings locally. He was on so many people's recordings. He was a local legend here in this town, and a special moment was me and Zach and his dad on stage. This was probably about 6 years ago. We did a thing, and I think that's on YouTube somewhere. That was a special moment for me to share the stage. So, yeah, I just had to mention that, because it's I know when the people that we know that we lose, and they're the big famous people, but we got our local heroes that they're giants, and they're just sometimes it's just they choose to stay here in town because they like San Diego. We have same thing with LA. It's there's people who choose to stay in town because they don't want to live in another city, and we've got some local giants here, so it's pretty you know what I'm talking about, Bobby. So it's pretty cool. June 22nd, and then I just want to mention, first of all, mostly new crowd today is pretty amazing, and I wanted to make sure, for one, that since we had to shift these shows around, I wanted to make sure that we had a decent audience for Teryn coming down. I don't care about my... You know what I'm saying? For real, right? Come on, dog. Come on, Bobby. Come on. Bobby's a great percussion player. If you may have seen him different places, but yeah, it's cool. It's like this developing thing, and you start a business during pandemic is kind of stupid. It's not smart, but I haven't always been smart. But the thing that I know is that, people who step into this room, it's so cool that they're right there. And we have amazing large venues in this town. We have new ones. It's I didn't even know that until recently that the El Cajon Performing Arts Center, they changed it. I got to perform there a few months ago, the Magnolia. I had no idea that they redid it. And then you have, of course, the Radius Shell, which is amazing. You have the Conrad Precipice in La Jolla. They got a couple different venues. They've got a new amphitheater in La Jolla, the UCSD. Yeah. And so you got all these amazing venues that are and then the one, oh my goodness, what's the new one in the stinking
The new Symphony Hall?
No, okay, Symphony Hall. They're doing it. They're spending money. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. They're spending a lot of money. The Symphony Hall's never been upgraded. It's going to be. It's no joke. But then there's the one at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. The new venue there. So we got all these amazing venues. But what I've been finding is that people want more of these intimate small places, like these kind of New York style small places where they can just come chill. Because it's not like, like I said, I love the Radio Shell. Like, it's just cool and places like that, and I like to go. But that's not like a monthly thing. That's like a twice a year thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick my 2 artists, and I'm gonna, like, one of them's gonna be, most likely somebody like Pat Metheny when they go there, and when he goes there, and somebody else. But a place that's just real small and intimate. So, and it's cool because we've been developing loyal patrons who've been coming for consistently, and that's building. So that's very cool. So I hope you guys make this a part of your thing. If you are technologically savvy, when the lights come on, there's a QR code on the table, and it's kind of when you just put your camera over it, it'll take you to a little page that has the Jazz Lounge, it has everything, it has the website, social links, blah blah blah, and you can actually add that to your contacts. You can save that, and then you can also get on the email list, because that's a good way, because I send out emails weekly. You can go to the website and just look at the calendar, but sometimes people forget, and then they're like, how come you didn't send it? If you don't send emails, people yell at you for not reminding them. It's kind of like my personal, I usually am not very good at promoting my own self. So people are like, how come you didn't tell me you had a gig? I was like, I can't tell everybody. I can't remember. It's like, let me know when you've got enough. It's like, I can't keep up. The best way is from the email list. And then one more thing I want to say is that if you really love this place, and if you think about making it a habit, we're starting to grow with our season tickets, and it's a good way to kind of if you like I think table 13 is the best seats in the house. In my personal opinion, that is the best seat in the house. Yeah, and everybody wants table 13, and then right after that, table 14 is amazing. Table 12 is. Those are. This is pretty awesome too. That's table 4. It's cool. Every seat. Hey, if you go to New York and you go to Smalls Jazz Club, or you go to the Mesro, depending on some places you sit, you can't even see anything. I literally went to the Mesro, and I went there 2 nights in a row because I was in New York last June. And the first night, we got there and we didn't get any close seating. I had to sit at the bar, and it's this long thing, and you can't. If you get back, you can't see anything. It's literally, you're just listening to the concert, and but it's still cool. And there's quite a few of those places where it's depending on where you sit, you're just you can pretty much, it's cool that pretty much everywhere you can see. So, but that's something to think about if you want to think about getting some season tickets. There's some perks and things and stuff. I was randomly thinking man, I was thinking about your big band. By the way, where do you guys?
Oh gosh, we play in LA, mostly at the Baked Potato.
Yeah,
that's our main place. But you can find me on Facebook, Teryn Ré. It's RE with a little thing, or Teryn Ré Music on Instagram.
Does your big band play monthly?
Oh no.
No.
That's so much work.
That's a lot of work. But you write all your arrangements.
I do all the arrangements. Yeah, it's half vocal stuff, half instrumental stuff.
Man, I was thinking man, that would be cool, season ticket member event, a field trip up to Baked Potato or somewhere and do the big band.
If we could fit a band in the Baked Potato, we could fit a band in here too. So it looks the Baked Potato. The thing is, we just maybe move those tables, and then we'll be fine. We'll be fine because you have a piano already. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
something to think about.
I think we'll finish. I like surprises. How about B flat? Yes, that's what we're talking about. That's, you know. What you gotta say, Irving Flores? What you got to say? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. The amazing Teryn Ré on vocals.
Thank you.
June 22nd, she'll be back. I might bring her down for some other days, so.
Leonard Patton, everyone. Uh-huh.
Irving Flores on piano, playing his own piano. Thank you so much. I hope to see you all very soon, and you make this place smile. So thank you so much. God bless you all.